Hey guys, Zangetsu 134 here, bringing you another My Hero Academia review, this time for episode 13 of Season 3, where we get introduced to the Heights Alliance dorms, which will be a setup for the rest of the series. This episode is pretty much just another cooldown episode where we basically, we completely end the summer training camp arc and the All for One arc. And we get the heroes getting ready to live their new lives in the Heights Alliance dorms. So, this is a pretty good episode. In my opinion, I think it's fun seeing like all the characters' rooms based on their personalities, and it's kind of a nice way to give some of these characters a little bit of extra personality that shows how they are when they're not in school or being heroes. My favorites being Tokoyami's room, Mina's room, which is just covered in like different like tacky colors and like animal print. And of course Sato's being just a place where he can bake sweets. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this this part of the story when we got to it in the manga, but I really liked the stuff with the characters just kind of showing off their own personalities, and we get to see like all their different rooms. And I think it was really animated nicely. Like it wasn't just like, oh well, this is like an episode no one's really gonna watch, so we'll kind of cut the animation down a bit. It looks as nice as the rest of the series, which was always good. We also get more stuff about the aftermath of the Bakugo rescue squad, particularly in the fact that Aizawa said he would expel pretty much all of them except for Jiro, Hagakure, and Bakugo, because two of them were unconscious and one was kidnapped. But I like it more for the fact that it gives Bakugo a really good character moment in that he makes Kaminari overload himself so that he acts like an idiot. To make everyone kind of feel feel a little bit better, and make them laugh, as well as Bakugo giving money to Kirishima to pay for the night vision goggles that he had, which was just kind of a nice little moment between the two of them. I really liked that. I also really liked just the overall camaraderie from the chapters that this was based on, mainly in the fact that like Midoriya also felt like, was it really okay for them to be acting like nothing happened, that they just go about trying to live like nothing happened, which eventually affects Siu in that she feels like she agrees with Aizawa and feels really bad that everyone like did something and that she couldn't do anything to stop it, and that she wants everything to go back to the way it was before the villain attack, and that the other students feel that way as well, that they want to start again because they messed up, but they want to move on from that mistake and try and be better about their heroism, as well as just in general, wanting to find that happiness and joy they did as they were learning to be heroes. So yeah, I think this is a really good episode. My only real complaints I have with it is that it's a lot of ways just kind of short episode, or feeling episode, because there's not a lot happens. It's very much filler. They actually had to keep in the part where All Might is reminded of his mentor by Inko, that she and Inko had like similar personalities. Which I do love that scene. Just because All Might finally shares some of his history with Midoriya, or at least what we know from like I would actually like to believe that like he starts telling him like some more of his history. just as like a bonding experience between the two. But we'll see. I like I said, I like those moments with All Might and Midoriya, and I actually really I like that scene for Inko too, just because while she does let Midoriya go, it's not like by her own, like she knows that this is the best way for Midoriya to grow as a hero, and that All Might will not fail her. But at the same time, she doesn't want him to do that because she knows that he's going to keep hurting himself and risking his life over and over. Which is kind of heartbreaking in a way, but you know, that's Midoriya for you. You know, he constantly gets himself hurt, not caring what happens to himself, or how it affects others. But I mean, to be fair, that's probably one of the better character flaws of him. Like, aside from his shyness slash his social awkwardness. But I mean, granted, that's because of how he was. That's how because of his childhood, really. Like, I feel like Midoriya would actually be, while still kind of dorky, he probably would be like a much more outgoing person if he had been born with a quirk, regardless of how lame it would have been or like good it would have been. He would be still like kind of a quiet, shy, reserved person, but he'd probably be a lot easier to make friends, if that makes any sense. But you know, but yeah, I think his biggest flaw is that he constantly, like, and while it's great that as a hero he can rush into dangerous situations to save people without a second thought, it's also he doesn't really think about how to get himself out, just that he can rescue others, which in my opinion, I think it's good that a hero has a self-sacrificial drive that like, no matter what, like, as long as they can protect someone, doesn't matter if they hurt themselves. At the same time, a good hero knows that's a good trait. You should temper it with, I still want to get out so I can save more people and help as many people as I can reach. But Midoriya doesn't really have that, as much as I like him. Like, he really has like almost no self-worth in himself, which I think is probably one of his biggest flaws, and that nobody really brings up to him. Like, everyone thinks he's amazing, but at the same time, he's willing to wreck his body over and over, and it's a frustrating thing if you're not really into Midoriya. I like him, and I can see that he wants to try and be better, but at the same time, it's kind of a slow thing with Midoriya. Thankfully, we get a good boost to his skill set later on this season when we get, actually, to be fair, probably only like maybe an episode or two. We'll be getting to that, so we shall see what happens. Really, I don't have much else I really have to say other than I like the room stuff. I like the stuff with Sue, because Sue is probably my favorite of the girls other than Uraraka. I wish we could have seen her room. I bet it's frog themed, and like she has like a bed that's shaped like a lily pad or something like that. I'm sure she has some sort of cute thing to her bedroom. Or maybe only she has like little things or pictures of her brothers and sisters and her mom and dad because of how much she loves her family. If you've never seen the second OVA, or read the manga, there's actually a mini bonus chapter that Horikoshi drew that basically gives you an idea into Sue's family life, as they don't really go into it anywhere else. She is one of like, I think 3 or 4 children. Like, her parents and her brothers and sisters all have frog themed quirks, so hence why Sue's is literally, she like has like all of the best parts of her parents' frog quirks. Because I think her mom looks less froggy than compared to her dad. Her dad is really frog looking, so I guess she got her mother's looks and her dad's frog abilities or something. Because, I mean, she, like, her mother doesn't look nearly as frog-like as her dad, and Sue doesn't really... I mean, Sue has some froggy-looking traits, like the fact that her feet and hands are larger than, like, her limbs, and the frog-like mouth. But, like, she still looks like pretty much a normal girl outside of those. but like basically she really loves her family, and like because her parents are always working, she kind of as the oldest um takes care of her brothers and siblings, but they get along really well. Um, but mainly because I guess you could argue Sue is because she's like the oldest, like older than the other two, like kind of is like a parental figure, um, or at least feels that way. Um, so they look up to her. In fact, I think they're kind of what inspired her hero name, Rainy Season Hero Froppy, because they look up to her. So yeah, I bet she has like pictures of them. Her friend, I forget her full name. I think it's like Minakure Mongoose or no, I think it's Hanakure Mongoose. That's her name. Hanakure. I think it's Hanakure Mongoose or something along those lines. Her friend that has a snake head that would constantly want to be her friend but was embarrassed because she looks like a snake. But like she actually has like a secondary quirk that like whenever she looks at people, it paralyzes them because she has like a paralyzing gaze. And she would constantly use it on Sue on accident because she wanted to be friends. But unfortunately they didn't make it into the same high school because Sue went to UA obviously. She went to another hero school, or at least according to the OVA, she went to a hero school. In the manga, we never actually find out what type of school Mongoose goes to. We just know that that they went to different high schools and that both of them want to make a lot more friends. Which, to be fair, Sue did that. So I figured something like that. We also never see Bakugo's room, but I assume it's probably just kind of bland or boring looking, or my personal favorite headcanon that it's also covered in All Might memorabilia. Because he's just as big of an All Might fanboy as Midoriya. Maybe because I always love the idea that like he also had the an All Might onesie, because like one of my favorite fan comics is where they do the scene where Midoriya's mom is hiding in a sheet, and she's playing rescue with Midoriya as he's pretending to be All Might, and she's like, "Help me!" And then he pulls the door aside, and he's like, "I'm here!" But like but instead it's with Mitsuki Katsuki, and like she's like, "Help me!" And then Bakugo blows the door down with his explosion quirk. I'm like, yep, that's exactly the kind of play that Bakugo had before he had friends. He would just explode doors and injure his mother. That's why they don't get along very well. But yeah, no. Otherwise, it's kind of a laid back episode. It's just more about just the overall camaraderie of the cast and the beginnings of the next arc, where we will be introduced to a lot more stuff. But I think for now, guys, that's going to be it for this one. It's kind of a short one just because there's not a lot to talk about in this episode. I almost thought about waiting until the hiatus and doing this in episode 14 together, but I figured it would just be better to get it out of the way, especially because I still have a Kamen Rider vlog I gotta do before Saturday. Which I'll be doing tomorrow. So yeah, in general, I think it's an alright episode. Like I said, there's not much to talk about. It's very just kind of a filler episode, in that it more or less is just the beginnings of setup for what we will be seeing in the rest of the season. That'll be Hero Provincial License Exam arc. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for now. So yeah, I will see you all later. I'm Zangetsu134, and if you haven't seen my Jurassic World episodes, links in the description below. So until then, guys, take care.